way before 8. Sorry, we're way before 8. I don't even have all the names down yet. Starters for the Cardinals: Caden Moses, Aaron Resendiz, Bryson Parker, Jackson Hensley, and the lone senior starter, Aldo Espino. On the floor for the Bulldogs: number 1, Riker Gordon. Number 2, Rowdy Reinhardt. Number 20, Kason Dunham. Number 24, Federico Pelasco. And number 25, Dash Garton. Bulldogs getting the tip. Gordon and Parker going at it. Parker looks to tip it. Gordon's able to haul it in. Baseline drive. Moses defends it. Corner three-pointer put up. Espino tries to tip it. Bulldogs keep it. Espino hauls in the rebound. Here we go. Parker gives out for Resendiz, starting off the offense for the Cardinals. Hensley at the high post, looks for Parker out in the corner. Espino with the three. It's up off the front of the rim. Hauled in by Gordon. Here come the Bulldogs. Gordon and Parker matched up. Cardinals maybe in a 1-3-1 zone. Out in the corner. Gordon's got it. Gordon's got it again. He'll put up a three over Espino. It's off the front. Espino goes for the rebound. Pelasco is able to get there first, though. Gordon's got it. Back up. There's Garton and Gordon. Shots up. Resendiz with the rebound. Challenged by Dunham. Here comes Resendiz. He's guarded by Garton. And no foul. Ball goes out of bounds. Bulldogs will have the possession. Riker Gordon up top, guarded by Parker. Kicks it out on the side, out to Pelasco. Pelasco looks inside as Garton drives down. Garton out there on the elbow. There's Riker Gordon. Putting it inside, out in the baseline. Back to the wing, baseline again. Corner shot put up way over the bucket. Espino goes for it. He's blocked out by Dunham, and the ball goes out of bounds and stays with the Bulldogs. Reinhardt looks inside. Espino tries to steal it. It's put up. Espino might have got a tip on that. I doubt the Bulldog player missed it by that much without some assistance. So Espino with the block hauled in by the Cardinals. Here we come. Parker on the three-point shot. Off the rim, but Hensley with the rebound and in. Cardinals on the board first, 2-0. High post kicking out to the corner. Here we're going to have an elbow three put up. Long rebound stays with the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are missing by a lot here. Missing the rim on their shot so far on multiple attempts. Long shot put up. This one's in, though. That's Riker Gordon with the long three. Bulldogs take the lead 3-2. Here comes Espino. Looks down for Resendiz. Espino will have it again. Sets up top. Finds an opening. Drives in. Puts up a finger roll, but it's off the rim. Two Bulldogs stepped in like they were going to try and take a charge. Coming down the other way is Gordon. Gordon drives in and adds to his point total. He's now got 5, and that's the point total for the Bulldogs. Espino's got it. Kicks it to Resendiz. Caden Moses out on the side. Resendiz has it back up top. Parker back to Moses. Back to Parker. Long three attempt. It's off the back of the rim, but right to Moses. Moses tries to drive in. Rowdy Reinhardt gets a hold of it. It'll be a jump ball. That jump ball will go to the Cardinals. Stays on this end. Espino hauls in the pass. Now it's Moses back to his Indies. Cardinals working around the outside of the three-point line quite a bit. Parker hauls in a rebound, then tips it after his own miss. Moses hits it, and it's up and in. Cardinals scoring for the second time off a second chance bucket. They trail by 1, 4-5. Cardinals have been very good so far on rebounding early. In the long run, that's something that'll bode well as this game, if they're able to keep that up. Back in the corner, back out to elbow three. Cardinals look to double it. Dunham up top kicks it out on the side again to Velasco. Velasco back over to Gordon. Reinhardt now. Garton's gonna put it up. That was Dash Garton. I might just call the Garton and Gordon by their first name. We've got Riker and Dash. I think that might be better served here. Espino looks for it out on the edge. Long rebound ends up with the Bulldogs. Here they come the other way. Dunham looks for Ryder. And Riker Gordon back out. Corner high post. Up at the top. There's Riker Gordon, and he scores again. He's the only one who scored so far for the Bulldogs. He's got all 7 of their points. Cindy's back to us. Starting it off. Cardinals kicking the ball around. A lot of ball movement. And up top, Dash Garton fouls Resendiz on a three-point attempt. A little bit incredulous. Maybe can't believe that he'd make a mistake like that, but it puts Aaron Resendiz at the line shooting 3. No subs to this point for either team. On the floor again for the Cardinals. Jackson, Hensley, Bryson Parker shooting as Aaron Resendiz is coming back to provide some support. Caden Moses and Aldo Espino. Resendiz getting ready to take his third free throw attempt. Cardinals remain at 4. 4 trailing the Bulldogs 7. Riker Gordon goes up again this time. That miss is hauled in by Jackson Hensley. Here comes Resendiz. Fast break for the Cardinals. Moses has it, finds Espino up top. He'll hold on to it. 3 seconds in the lane. In the girls' game just a couple of moments ago, more 3-second lane calls than I think I've seen in a high school game ever. Called on both teams. Driving attempt by Kason Dunham. He's fouled. It's not a shot. No shooting attempt. He'll be on the ground. Not sure who the foul's called on. Sorry, that's a jump ball. That is a jump ball, no foul. Cardinals have no team fouls to this point. Only one team foul called on the Bulldogs so far. Bulldogs look to drive. They find an opening. Dash Garton gets on the board. 9-4 now with the Bulldogs. They're running a form of the dribble drive offense and eventually found a combination that they liked. Nash Levins from the corner. It'll be short. Bulldogs put up their own three-point attempt. Who else but Riker Gordon? He's got 10 of the points so far for the Bulldogs. Espino out to Levins. Levins has in the corner, finds Resendiz. Cardinals working around the outside of the three-point line. Shot up by Espino is missed. Hauled in, though, by Parker. Resendiz with an attempt. Moses gets it. Why not? Second chance point seems to be on the menu for this first quarter. 6 points now. 4 of them have been on second chance points by Moses. Riker Gordon looks to drive. Ball ends up with Dunham, and now it's back in Gordon's hands. Reset of the offense by the Bulldogs. Pass inside. It's Moses working against Reinhardt. Reinhardt misses the attempt. Ball squirts out of bounds and will stay with the Cardinals. That's an interesting inbounds play. They lined up all the way up top above the three-point line. Over 40 seconds left. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to play for the last shot of the first quarter. As you can see, 12-6 is the score. Bulldogs go ahead and run some offense once they hit the 20-second mark. Levin's working against Dash Garten. Garten comes on here, puts the shot up, and it's in. Cardinals come down. Levin's going to take the last shot. It's short of the rim. It was on line. The Cardinals get out of the first quarter trailing by 8. 10 points of the Bulldogs was scored by one guy, Riker Gordon. The Cardinals beat the rest of the Bulldog team, though, 6-4. Here's your Cardinal cheerleader. Cardinals will set up. Espino at the point. Looking inside for Moses at the high post. He puts it up from about the free throw line, and he gets fouled in his attempts. Now he'll get 2 free throws. Second foul on the Bulldogs. Only 1 foul called on either team in that first quarter. Moses makes his first. 14-7. Moses makes his second. 14-8 now. Cardinals trailing by 6 at the beginning of the second quarter. Velasco drives, hands it off to Riker Gordon. 3 seconds in the lane. Why not? Simmons has the ball at the point. Cardinals don't dribble once the ball's in the front court, if you've noticed. That's the first dribble so far on this possession. Parker put up as a 3. Off the back of the rim, bounced a little long, and here we go the other way. Gordon gets a free 2 points off that break. Gets the ball out to Espino and Parker and Resendiz. Back to Espino. Resets the offense into the high post to Moses. Resendiz looking down low for Levins. Thinks other of it. Back to Parker. Espino resets it. And here we go. Let's reset it again. Start that offense over. Let's see what the Bulldogs' patience look like. Up top, Resendiz puts it in. It rattles around and falls out. Here come the Bulldogs the other way. Velasco goes up. Gets fouled by Espino on the attempt. He'll be shooting 2. First foul on Espino, second foul on the Cardinals. Velasco makes his first. 17-8, the Bulldogs lead. Velasco makes both, 18-8. 10-point lead, double digits. Bulldogs lead the Cardinals. Resendiz brings it down, looks for Parker out on the wing. Back and forth, Resendiz and Parker pass the ball, playing catch. Over to Espino. Espino will reset the offense from the point position. Resendiz kicks it to him. Espino has an opening. Thinks elsewise. Moses will put it up from the corner, though. Off the back of the rim. Hensley hauls it in. Instead of going up, gives it to Resendiz. Resendiz will drive and put it up. There's a lid on the bucket at this point. Cardinals like you said. Espino takes it away, picks the pocket of Velasco. Here comes Espino the other way. This may be the spark they need. Resendiz from the corner. Up, off the back of the rim. Moses hauls it in. Cardinals rebounding, keeping them in this game so far. Parker puts it up over the top of the rim, off the back of the pole. The standard holding up the backboard. Here we go the other way. Parker drives in. Finds an opening. What's the call going to be? We'll wait. We'll see what we find out. That foul will go against the Bulldogs. I think Parker's going to be shooting. He puts in his first. 18-9. Cardinals are trailing the Bulldogs here in Foot Supply. Opening game of the season, starting on the road. Parker puts them both in. Cardinals break double digits. 18-10. Here comes the ball. Riker Gordon was so hot in the first quarter. He's up at the top. Bulldogs passing it around a little bit. Velasco's got it on the baseline. Looks up for Gordon. Gordon hits the high post. Reinhardt will take it. Put it up. Bounces around. Moses unable to haul in the rebound. Bulldogs will look to restart it all over again. Dunham's got it. Looks to drive. It's out on the wing, and a three-point is good from Donald Rebel. He's just come into the game. First sub for the Bulldogs. Oh, handoff back and forth. Neither team seems to be able to hold on to it. Riker Gordon's got the ball. He'll bring it the other way after teams trade turnovers. Another three-point attempt from the Bulldogs. This rebound's brought in by Espino. After the miss by Dunham. Espino comes down. Back and forth. Resendiz playing catch with Espino. Cardinals work the ball into the corner. Parker will go ahead and take a three, and it's in. First three-pointer for the Cardinals. We'll see if they can get going now. Cardinals will look for sparks from driving. Then it'll stay in the game off second chance points. That three-pointer might be what's needed to break the seal on the basket. This time the Bulldogs will have that curse of the ball bouncing over the top of the backboard. Levens comes in for Hensley. Bulldogs have chosen not to apply pressure. They'll sit back in the zone. Zendy kicks out to Parker. Parker's feeling it. Passes it to Levens. Levens kicks it back out. Moses from the high post. Gets blocked by number 33. Coming the other way now. Bulldogs starting to work in some more of the bench players. Expanding on their depth. Drive by Garten. Ends up in Resendiz' hands. Here's Parker. Looks at the high post of Moses. Thinks about driving. The numbers weren't there, though. Espino puts it up. It's off the front of the rim. Here come the Bulldogs. Riker Gordon looks to drive. Ends up in the middle of the lane between a bunch of Cardinals. And the foul gets called. This will be called on Resendiz. After only a one foul first quarter, we've had a total of 4 this quarter. That's just the second foul on the Cardinals. Hensley's going to come in for Resendiz. Bulldogs lead by 9, 22-13. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Espino's got it. Cardinals looking for that high post. They find Levens, but he gets tied up. Bulldogs able to take advantage of the Cardinals' cold shooting from the outside so far. As the Cardinals try to look for other things inside, Bulldogs are collapsing on it and causing a lot of problems. Cardinals switch up the zone. Little different look here. Let's see how the adjustment works for the Bulldogs. Double in the corner. Inside we go, and 33 is able to hook shot. Little baby hook puts it in. 24-13. I didn't have a full roster for the Bulldogs, so I do not have 33's name, but I'll get that for you at halftime. Zendy's drive kicks it to Parker out on the edge. Parker looks for an opening. It's Levens now over to Moses. Moses looks inside for Hensley. Thinks otherwise, though. Zendy, Parker, Moses. Moses will drive. Stymied by the Bulldog defense. Parker's going for the 3. Cold shooting. Maybe the second half switching buckets will make a difference for the Cardinals. Cardinals extending the defense. Not leaving anything open. Doubling up the drive. They're able to cut off the pass, but tip the ball out of bounds. On the floor for the Cardinals are the starters again. Espino, Moses, Hensley, Resendiz, and Parker. Espino hauls in the long rebound off the three-point attempt. 24-13 remains the score. We approach 1:15 left to go in the first half. Resendiz drives, kicks it to Parker in the corner. Parker puts it up and in. His second 3. 16 points for the Cardinals, trailing by 8 to the Bulldogs 24. Inside they go. Reinhardt looks to put it up. Foul on Moses. That will be his first, only the third on the team. Nobody has more than 1 foul for the Cardinals. Reinhardt puts it up but misses. He'll get 1 more. Makes his second, 25-16. Bulldogs by 9. Parker deep, off the front of the rim. Bulldogs try to decide who's going to get the rebound. Ball ends up in Gordon's hands. 43 seconds left in the half. Why not? They started to slow it down at the end of the first quarter. Maybe that's what they'll do this quarter. Oh, we're back to dribble drive. Gordon hands it off. Velasco hands it off to Reinhardt. Back in Gordon's hands. 25 seconds now. They'll probably go ahead and release at 20 seconds. Or maybe they won't. We're down to 15 seconds. Velasco looks to drive against Resendiz. Spin move out in the corner. It's up and in. Weber hits another three. Espino puts it up. Last shot of the half, and it's in. Cardinals with the quick three to answer. Go in to halftime to recoup, find the shooting touch, and come out in the second half to make up a 9-point deficit. We're back from the second half, waiting on the clock to get ready. And here we go. As passing around. Looking inside as Hensley works at the post. Short supply. The Bulldogs, easier to say that than Fargo Gage short supply. Espino finds the bottom of the net. Big shot. Hopefully that's a sign of big things to come for this half for the Cardinals. Attempt inside. Falls short. Reinhardt working hard. Finds an opening against Hensley, and it's going to go in. Espino getting challenged by Dash Garten. Zilli's got the ball. Oops. Steal attempt by Gordon. Cardinals retain it. Moses inside. He's just as he's getting ready to go up. He's tied up. Inside, he'll be a jump ball. Bulldogs come down. Dash looks for an attempt. Tries to kick it out to Riker. Mishandling on that pass. It'll be a turnover, and it'll go back to the Cardinals. So the Cardinals with a quick three. Looking, trying to race the deficit that they dug themselves into in that first half. Some strong shooting toward the end of the half helped to stop the bleeding, we'll hope. Pass out to Espino on the edge. He'll reset the offense. Garten tries for the steal. Moses ends up with it. Parker breaks backside, and on the attempted pass, a little bit too hard and over Parker's head. Here come the Bulldogs. Cardinals pick him up at half court. Parker applying the pressure. Here comes Gordon. He puts it up, and he's got a miss. Espino's got the ball. Parker kicks it to Resendiz. Attempt by Espino. It's a miss, but Moses got it. So much contact inside, and now we're going to call a foul on the Cardinals. That'll be on Moses. Dribbling clinic up at the point. Ends up in a drive. It's missed, though. Here come the Cardinals. Moses has the ball as the Cardinals come in transition. Moses has it at the three. He's going to put it up, and it's in. 2 3-pointers in this half have put the Cardinals back within 5. 30-25, they trail the Bulldogs. And maybe it's just that north side goal. Thankfully, the Cardinals are shooting on it this half. In the first half, the Bulldogs were finding the bottom of the net over and over. So far this half, it's the Cardinals. 5 points is the deficit. Bulldogs will set up the offense. Cardinals look to be either in a man or a stretched out zone. And that'll be an offensive foul. Called on Dash Garten. He's got 3 fouls, too. Sorry, we'll say also. He's got 3 fouls. Comes off the court. Timeout has been called by the Bulldogs to assess the situation. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Cardinals have the ball. Espino will be throwing it into Resendiz. 5-point deficit for the Cardinals. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time. Nobody in foul trouble, except for Dash Garton for the Bulldogs. Parker from the top. No contact on the ball, apparently. Baseline shot is high. Early in the game, Bulldogs struggled to find the rim. Cardinals had a few shots of their own on that south side. Maybe that's going to continue on. Resendiz has got the ball. Look inside. Double screen to Espino. Ball's up. It's off. Parker tries to haul it in. Scramble for the ball. Espino puts a foot on the ball, but that doesn't seem to matter at this point. Hensley tips away the pass down the floor. Bulldogs are able to save it, but unable to save the transition. Or save the fast break, rather. Reinhardt's got it up top. He's not interested in the three. Weber has it, but he's not open enough for a three. And Gordon will reset the offense. He's got it up top. Passes off to Garton. Garton will look to drive. He's got Hensley. Puts it up on a fadeaway. And Espino will haul it in. Bulldogs have switched to a man. Espino on the backside break. Interesting play. It looked like it might be open for a second. Weber with a long three off Parker's fingertips. A lot of work being done there to try and haul it in, and Resendiz ends up with it. Transition. Moses in the corner puts the ball up off the back of the rim. Hensley tries for it, but he's going to be called for the foul. Give Hensley a little bit longer fingers, and he's going to come away with that ball, but instead he comes away with a foul. But that's only his first. Only 3 fouls have been called in this quarter so far. 2 of them on the Cardinals. They trail by 5. Still 30-25 Bulldog lead. Reinhardt goes inside. A little bit too much contact this time. It's going to be calling Hensley. Hensley with a quick 2 fouls. Levens will come in for him, I think. Levens is getting ready to check in. And Reinhardt's going to go ahead and put up 2. Reinhardt manages to get a little bit of iron, but he was in no danger of making that bucket. He'll look for a second one. Levens will come in for Hensley. Give Hensley a break. And a little bit of chance to rest those 2 fouls. Reinhardt puts it up. This time he finds the bottom of the bucket. He couldn't have missed by much more on the first one. But he was perfect on the second. Cardinals hit Moses at the high post. Espino. Cardinals appear to be looking to try and give Espino some openings. Moses puts it up over a little bit of defense. Levens with a pickpocket. Puts up a quick bucket. 4-point difference now. Cardinals trying to tie it up. Looking to gain the momentum here at the Bulldogs home gym. Parker's got the rebound. Cardinals trying to eat into that lead. Levens out on the edge. Back to Espino up top. Resendiz. Here comes Levens across the paint. Espino comes through. Levens hands it off to Resendiz. A little bit of a fumble on that handoff. Moves at the high post. Cardinals attacking and probing at this Bulldogs defense. Resendiz puts it up. Levens hauls in the rebound. Second chance point lead to a foul. Levens gets fouled and is unable to put it in, but he'll get 2 free throws out of it. That'll be the second foul on Weber. Weber's contribution so far has been the 2 3-pointers in the first half. Levin puts it up. He gets a little bit of iron. Gets ready for his second. Up off the back of the rim. Parker's got it, though. Cardinals get another attempt. The Cardinals' rebounding has been tremendous in this game. Cardinals using some motion, looking for some opportunities. Espino sets up against Reinhardt. Ends up passing it off. Now Parker hands it off to Levens. Moses calling for it inside. Resendiz thinks better of it. Reset the offense. Moses is going to get called on 3 if he's not careful. He steps out wisely. Here comes Espino. A lot of contact. No call, though. Apparently, the contact was all on the ball. Baseline drive. Riker Garden has been held up quite a bit in this second half after a hot first half. Drive. Oh, Levens unable to haul it in, but a miss on the attempt. A miss on the putback. There's going to be a foul called on this one, though. This foul will be called on Moses. That'll be his third. Four-point difference. Bulldogs holding on to the lead. Cardinals are coming charging back in this quarter. Subs getting ready to come in for the Cardinals. As Devin Smith is at the line and manages to miss everything but the very bottom of the net, and not in a good way. Hensley will come in and give Moses a chance to sit out the last minute of this quarter and protect those last 2 fouls. Smith makes the second. Cardinals come down, trailing by 5. Looking to get another bucket on the board. Espino up for 3, and it's in! 32-30. Cardinals with the smallest deficit since the beginning of the game. Bulldogs have come out hot. Cardinals have been scratching and clawing in this quarter to come back. They're within 2 with just over 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Cardinals are in a man after playing zone for quite a bit in the first quarter and the first half entirely. Bulldogs trying to figure out what to do against that man. Hensley goes for the ball. He's got the steal. Levens has it. 8 seconds on the clock. Espino's coming down. Looks for Parker. 3, 2, 1. Hensley's got it. It's up. Levens gets the tip and it's in. Levens gets the tip and it's in. Cardinals tie the game to end the third quarter. Rebounds and second chance points been the entire way that the Cardinals have stayed in this game, and fitting that they would tie it going into the third quarter. After all of the cold shooting and seeing the opponent get the breaks off of the rolls, the Cardinals have evened it up going into the fourth quarter. 8 minutes remain in this game, and it's all new. Neither team is in foul trouble. It's 4-2. Cardinals with 4, Bulldogs with 2. Moses has 3 fouls. Hensley has 2 going into the fourth quarter. So 2 of the bigs for the Cardinals will need to protect those. But the outside shooting has finally gotten going to complement the rebounding and inside shooting of the Cardinals on second chance points. The momentum swing to end that quarter might be just what the Cardinals need to finish this game off. Or maybe The North goal is just blessed so far tonight. Parker's got the ball. Here he goes. He sees an opening. Contact on the back of the feet apparently isn't worth anything. Resendiz will drive in, but we're going to call contact now. That'll be Hensley's third foul. Moses will come in for him. That's the 15th foul in the Cardinals. They've only got one more to give before bonus starts. Only 2 fouls have been called on the Bulldogs in this entire half. Parker is able to stymie the shot attempt, but the ball scores free. Moses can't go for it, holding on to those 3 fouls. Ball ends up back in Riker Gordon's hands, and he's able to get the layup to put it in and give the Bulldogs a 2-point lead again. Cindy tries to drive. A little bit of dribble drive action going on for the Cardinals here. Cindy looks inside for Moses. Bulldogs have been really working on not allowing post-entry passes. And so that has not been there the entire night tonight. Espino looks for Parker. Right as Parker cut. Ball will go out of bounds on the miscue and then back in Bulldog hands. Parker goes for the steal. He'll get called for it. 16 foul on the Cardinals. This will get tougher for the Cardinals now as the Bulldogs will be in bonus for the rest of this game. Resendiz has the steal. It gets tipped. Bulldogs get the ball back. Gordon drives against Levens. He's able to force the ball back out. And the shot goes up and over the backboard. That happened in the girls' game a couple of times. And in the first half of this game as well. Resendiz has the ball. Gordon's on the defense. Looks like Bulldogs are back in a man defense. Espino looks to drive, but brings it back up to the point. Resendiz gives him a screen. Moses will put it up for 3 off the back of the rim. Reinhardt hauls it in. Here comes Gordon on the drive. Cardinals need to stop the ball, and they do. Gordon will drive again. Tipped away. It's a big jump ball. Both teams putting out the effort needed to get contact that ball, so it'll be a jump. This one will stay with the Bulldogs. Six minutes remain, 2-point deficit for the Cardinals. Pass to Gordon. Resendiz has him. Steiny. Gordon puts it up and misses it, and Moses got it. Outlet pass goes to Resendiz. After a lot of interesting ball handling, Parker's got it down to Moses. Bulldogs are challenging about everything. Parker puts it up and in. Circus play there, and the finger roll hits off the glass, and it's a tie game all over again. So now 5.5 left to go with a new game, except for a couple of players with some foul trouble. And the Cardinals playing, having put Bulldogs in the bonus. Foul will go against Levens. And it'll put Dunham at the line. Dunham had a pretty clear lane there. Levens might have saved the point. We'll see how Dunham does on the free throws. He makes the first. Hensley's going to come in for Resendiz. Cardinals going with one of their bigger lineups now. Bulldogs retake the lead. Hensley pulls in the rebound. 1 point the difference between the Bulldogs and the Cardinals. Cardinals have never led in this game. One bucket's all it's going to take. Parker looks to put it in, and he does. Cardinals have their first lead of the game. They immediately take a timeout. Let the Bulldogs sit on that. 2 points, the difference between the teams. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Here's your stats. Team fouls a big difference in this game. Could come back to haunt the Cardinals. Only 2 fouls called on the Bulldogs so far this half. 7 on the Cardinals, putting the Bulldogs in bonus. The Cardinals taking their first lead of the game. Gordon brings the ball down. Espino has him manned up. Gordon looks to drive, kicks it out on the corner. Now another drive. Reinhardt has an opening and puts it in. The driving offense working out well for the Bulldogs that time. Moses has it in the corner, kicks it out. Levens with the three-point attempt. It'll remain a tie game. 37 all. Bulldogs go back to the driving attempts. Up and over Moses. Gordon is able to put it in. Or Garton this time, sorry. That's Garton. Espino comes back the other way. Cardinals trail by 2 again. 39-37, the Bulldog lead. Zendes hands it off to Parker. Parker's man falls down. Then Parker falls down. They're going to call that one a foul. It's happened a couple other times this game, but this time it gets called. Hensley will come in for Levens. That foul. That'll go against Nash Garton. That's his 4th. He's playing on an edge now. Weber is at the scorer's table getting ready to come in, maybe for Garton. Zendes has it. Looks to drive. Kicks it out to Moses in the corner for the 3 attempt. Espino saves it. But apparently a toe got on the line. Turnover gives the ball back to the Bulldogs. Garton does come out with the 4 fouls. Gordon, spin move, goes up over to Zendes. Shot's a little long, and Espino's got it. Reinhardt D'ing up Espino, staying with him. A little bit of talk going on now between the two. Zendes has it, hands it off. And Espino looks to challenge Zendes. And we're going to call a moving screen on Zendes. It's the 8th team foul on the Cardinals, but it's not a ball control foul, so no free throws will be shot. There's Zendes' 2nd foul. Velasco drives on Parker, attempts. Gordon comes in, puts it up and over Hensley. Espino's got the rebound. And the foul be called on Reinhardt. Bulldogs starting to pick up some fouls now. That's the 14th foul on the Bulldogs. Parker's got it, guarded by Palasko. Palasko reaches for it, finds nothing. Resendiz has got the ball. Gordon's on him. Reinhardt loses Espino. Espino takes a long shot, hits the back of the rim, and goes out of bounds. Bulldogs will take the ball. Cardinals in a dry spell this quarter, trailing by 2. Something tells me they've got a run left in them. Maybe that'll be enough to put the Bulldogs away. 2.5 now left to go. A bucket by the Bulldogs here would be pretty significant. I have to hope the Cardinals defense can respond. Baseline drive, Parker tips it, and a travel. Cardinals have the ball. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Resendiz finds Hensley. Hensley looks to put it up. Blocked from behind by Gordon. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cardinals. Tremendous pass from Resendiz to Hensley on that pick and roll. Moses has it. Looks inside. Decides he'll drive. 3 seconds in the lane. Called on Hensley. Two minutes remaining in the game. Palasko on the drive. Kicks it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt kicks it out to the corner. 3 seconds in the lane. And he calls it on Reinhardt, who stepped back out of the lane, but who am I to argue with the blue? Maybe hard to believe, but we may end up seeing a game that's decided on 3 seconds in the lane calls. Resendiz gets left open. He puts it in and ties the game. Timeout, Turpin. Well, if you've ever watched a game and been frustrated that 3 seconds in the lane wasn't being called, this is the game for you. I've never seen it called so tightly. But if you're a fan of that call and of movement happening in the lane, this has been the game for you. Tie game. Under a minute and a half to go. Back and forth we've gone in this quarter. Now, man, Palasko comes in. He's got the bucket. Baseline drive turns out good. Cardinals need to answer. Down by 2. Espino reset the offense. Guarded by Reinhardt. Resendiz puts it up. It's a little long. Bulldogs have it. Cardinals will have to foul. Down by 2. Driving by Palasko. Yeah, Bulldogs are just going to kill the clock here. 45 seconds. Cardinals are playing defense. They're down by 2, though. They're going to need the ball. It's either going to be a 5-second call or a foul. Try and get it back. They're in the bonus. Cardinals have the ball. Wes Levens on the break. Finger roll from forever out, and it's in. Tie game. Levens with the circus shot. Picked up the ball because he didn't want to have a travel call. 3-point shot by Gordon. It's in. 5 seconds remaining. Timeout. Tremendous shot by Gordon, and why not? Bulldogs take the 3-point lead. Gordon with a tremendous answer to Levin's finger roll. Cardinals are down by 3. It's less than 5 seconds left to go. I can't see the game clock. Cardinals have 8 fouls, but that doesn't matter right now. They've got to put a ball into the hoop, and it'll have to be a 3 or a bucket and an and one. The Bulldogs only have 4 fouls. One strategy that is used sometimes by coaches at this point is to foul on the inbounds and not let us have the chance at a 3-point play. We'll see if they use that strategy. So be watching for it. The Bulldogs may foul immediately once the ball gets thrown in. Eat the time. Here's the setup on the floor. Resendiz looks to throw deep. 3, 2, 1. It's short. Bulldogs pull off the win at home. Cardinals with a heartbreaking road loss to start the season. A lot of heart to come back. Tremendous effort by both teams. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you for watching. If you don't mind, if you can subscribe, it will help us out.